Hey y'all. What this says? Share your referral. No. Hey y'all, I'm in the car. Hold on. It says connected to the phone. Hold on, let me disconnect. How I disconnect? Um, can y'all hear me? Hopefully y'all can hear me. But I'm finna get ready to do this general hospital review. It was connected to the car because I'm sitting in the car right now and the air is on, so hopefully y'all can hear me. But yeah, I said let me instead of because I'm gonna be late posting, so I said might as well just go live and talk about general hospital. But yeah, I think the thing that stood out for me, first of all, how y'all doing today? Y'all good? Y'all all right? How y'all feeling? My niece be like, how you feeling? How y'all feeling? But yeah, I think the thing that stood out to me, first of all, did y'all see the preview this morning? What happened? I think Sonny has his surgery, and it's a lady supposed to come in there. I don't know what she gonna do to him, but he's supposed to wake up. He's supposed to open his eyes or whatever. Hold on, it's going off. Can y'all hear me? It just went off. Hold on. Let me set it up here. It just went off. But yeah. What was I? Yeah, a lady walked in. She was dressed in like a nurse suit or something like that. I don't know if she got a chance to inject him with anything or what. But yeah, he had woke up. I said, hopefully he stopped her. Hopefully he stopped her. A lot of people are saying how they hope that they setting Sidwell and them up. And I got a question. I was like, do y'all think that Sidwell gonna be the one who sent the nurse there? Because remember, what was it, Friday's episode when he was talking to Natalia and she told about the surgery or whatever. But I said, look, I feel like Sidwell in cahoots with somebody else. I don't know, y'all. Hold on, wait. It's something in the way, y'all. I'm trying to see y'all comments. Hold on. What does it say? Share your referral link. New to streaming. They trying to force me to share this. Wait a minute. I'm messing up. They trying to force me to share the referral link. It's in the way. I can't see the comments. Okay, hey, how you doing? But yeah, I think Silver in cahoots with somebody else. I don't know, y'all. Y'all know I'm always thinking somebody in cahoots with somebody. But yeah, on today's episode, the one thing that stood out, I'm gonna check my notes though. It's the Natalia situation. She don't took her tail up in there. She done got fired. Then gonna go to Sunny. I said, she to my son. What she said? Let me see. Where's your loyalty? She gonna tell Sonny before she got her way out. Before she went out, tell my son, where's your loyalty? How you gonna sit up here and tell his enemy about his condition and the fact that he has to have open heart surgery? Then sit up here and tell my son, where is your loyalty? He don't even know you betrayed him. But Jason and Carla was talking on today's episode about that. It keep going off. That never happened before. Let me see. Excuse me. But yeah, we supposed to start with Jocelyn and Emma. Jocelyn and Emma wouldn't talk about none, y'all. She was in the trash can. Jocelyn ends up helping her out. I feel like I don't know if Emma gonna end up figuring out what Jocelyn got going on or what. Hold on, y'all. Oh, somebody parking in the yard across me. But yeah, I don't know if Jocelyn is gonna end up, not Jocelyn, Emma's gonna figure out what Jocelyn's up to. Also, let me know, y'all, what y'all think is going on with the whole Dawson situation. Who do y'all think he's working with? Let me know. But yeah, Emma and Josh, they started finally talking out their situation. Both of them end up revealing that they jealous of each other or whatever. I don't know what else happened after that with them. Look, it wasn't too much going on today's episode for me. But yeah, with Maxie, Brooklyn, Anna, Lucy, they were still trying to ask her, what to do about Sidwell and stuff like that. Is their business in jeopardy or whatever? And she was basically telling them lay low and stuff like that. The best thing you can do is sit still and not do nothing. I said, you have a better chance. Look, I don't know. How y'all feel about Anna? Y'all think she be doing her job? Let me know. Hold on. But yeah, they ended up having a discussion. Lucy came in. Lucy, that's the second thing that stood out. Lucy done took her tail. How many times they don't told her about Sidwell and they don't know if they should do business with her. With him. But on today's episode, she told my son, yeah, we got to figure out a way to get to separate ourselves from him. I was like, now you change your mind? And I said, Sidwell did that on purpose. He definitely did that on purpose or whatever. And I said, it's probably something more that he planned on doing. I think they figured out that he was trying to launder money or do something illegal through their business or whatever. But yeah, I was like, now Lucy is going to sit up here and change her mind, y'all. What else? Let me see. Max and Brooklyn question Anna about Sidwell. Natalia ends up showing up before Sonny. I think Brooklyn was the one that called Sonny. and he ended up showing up, and then she was trying to explain herself to us. I didn't know this and that, I didn't know that. I said, she sound like Sasha. We're going to get to her in a minute, though, right after this. But yeah, she over here trying to explain herself to myself. I didn't know and stuff like that, and I didn't think with Lulu intervening and stuff like that, I thought y'all wouldn't have, did business with him. I said, people always sit up here and come up with a bogus excuse anytime they get caught slipping, anytime they get caught up or whatever. But yeah, so she ends up, they was talking or whatever. Sonny made it, and then they was like, they was telling her about herself and the fact that she can't be trusted, and they trying to separate themselves from Sidwell or whatever. So they end up giving her the boot. I thought when you had a contract, you couldn't do stuff like that, though. I thought when you had a contract, you can't do stuff like that. But yeah, they gave her the boot, and she felt some type of way. So she went to Sonny. She was like, all the things I did for you, say something. And he was like, they made that decision. I support them or whatever. She like, all the things I did for you or whatever. Where's your loyalty? Girl, you don't sit up here and snitch on this man. Talking about some, where's your loyalty? Girl, you don't know what loyalty is. Then, what got me, though, her and her son not supposed to be liking each other, or, well, I take the bit. She didn't like his lifestyle or whatever, and they don't talk and all this other stuff. So why would he be the one she runs to? She ended up calling him or whatever. No, I don't know. She called or text or something because he was with Lucas when it happened. And she went there where he was at, and she was like, I don't know which is worse. The fact that Sewell, your father snitched or whatever, or Sonny betrayed me or something like that, and she got fired. That's what she was telling him. And he had this look on his face. I said, wait a minute now. I thought they ain't really fool with each other like that. Excuse me. Yeah, I was like, maybe, I don't know. I'm interested to see about Marco, though, because he claimed he ain't really had nothing to do with his dad until, his mama rejected him and stuff like that. I said, look, I think everybody, y'all know, I always say, I think everybody ain't cool together. I don't know. But I feel like it's more than Marco. But with Sasha and Jason, so he was questioning her because she had told him, I didn't even see that part where she told him she had some money saved up or some money to the side. Let me turn this call. Hold on. She was saying he was asking her about the money she said she had. And so he was asking about Sidwell. She finally revealed it. But what got me, though, she don't sit up here and talk. What she said? Let me see. Sasha admits she got the money from Sidwell. I know I wrote it down. She was claiming she was just trying to help Max and them and stuff like that, trying to make it seem like it wasn't such a big deal. I said, girl, doggone well. And Jason, he be peeping game. What he said? Did you realize that before you accepted the offer? Something he told her or whatever. But y'all know Willow, another thing they showed on the preview this morning was that Willow's supposed to go visit Michael. I said, I hope this man ain't got this doggone ultrasound on his doggone phone. I said, I hope he ain't got it, because Jason revealed, remember y'all, Jason said, or he implied that he had sent the other photo to him, and she was saying, you can't send too many because they're going to start to get suspicious or whatever. So I was like, he about to get caught slipping. They about to get caught slipping. I'm also wondering if they finna get ready to show the man that's supposed to be playing Michael, because allegedly it's supposed to be somebody else. I don't know if it's going to be, what's his name? What's his name that used to play on, was it Lincoln Heights and on The Young and the Restless? I don't know if his name is Robert Adams something. The man that been playing him. But yeah, they was just talking about that or whatever. She gave a bogus excuse. Or whatever. And looked like Jason gonna be talking to Willow on tomorrow's episode. I said, I said, the storyline finally finna come to an end. Well, sooner or later or whatever. So I wonder when it comes to an end, is Michael gonna be back, or is this gonna be the end when she go see him? Because she was like, the only thing left to do is, confront Michael or talk to Michael or whatever. I said, this should have been the first thing you did. Y'all the one married or whatever, and you still don't know. Hold on, y'all. Okay, yeah. So this should have been the first, because everybody been giving their opinion. Oh, that's the other thing. I think it was on today's episode, at the end of the episode. Hold on. What's that? Oh, somebody passed by in the truck, y'all. At the end of the episode, you know how they show the previews or whatever. Carly was talking to Nina. They said that Carly betrays an ally. I don't know what they mean by that, but yeah, she's supposed to betray somebody. I don't know if it's gonna be Nina. I don't know who it's gonna be. But yeah, who else we got? Sewell and Natalia. He was asking her questions about Sonny and his condition. She revealed that she found him, and that's how she ended up knowing. She just talking and talking and talking. And I was like, Sonny, you done messed up. But hopefully this time they get answers. Oh yeah. So when the nurse get called, is this gonna mean that Sewell or whoever try to inject him or whatever they're gonna try to do to Sonny? Is they gonna mean, because I seen somebody come in and they was like, now we finally finna find out who been trying to take Sonny out or whatever. And I was like, what they talking about? I forgot about the doggone explosion at the doggone penthouse or whatever. I forgot about that. I was like, oh yeah, not just that. Remember in the warehouse? Did they ever reveal who tried to take him out in the warehouse? I don't know. But yeah, he was just questioning her. She was, I don't know, or whatever. And he was like, y'all must got pretty close for him to confide in you about that. And that's when she was saying, you know, she found him and all this other stuff. Then sit up here and talk about some loyalty. Girl, get out this man's face. But yeah, Marco and Lucas, they were just talking about everything. He was asking him questions. That's when he was saying how his mama didn't accept his lifestyle or what he was into and stuff like that. He wasn't. I ain't even really associated with my daddy like that until that. I see you liar, pants on fire. I said, somehow I don't believe him. Then with the Sidwell situation, when he went to Alexis' office and wouldn't leave, I was waiting on him to say something about that doggone knife, but I was like, wait, he can't say nothing until he do something with the knife. Because a lot of people are saying he's going to stab somebody and frame Alexis. Because I was like, I think somebody said that the knife was something, her mother's or something like that. I don't know. But I thought that was going to be the moment, but I forgot. He ain't did nothing yet, have he? Y'all can hear me? Hold on, let me put this phone up there. Let me know if y'all can hear me before I start. The phone overheated and it turned off. I'm surprised it's still connected. That's why I don't like. Look, the only thing good about iPhones, I like the storage and the camera quality. Other than that, let me see. Can y'all hear me? I forgot what we was talking about now. Okay, so the camera's on. I think it was on Marco and Lucas. I'm about to put the phone by the air conditioner, see if that helps. Hold on, y'all. Because it's still hot. I got the air on. Let me turn it up a little bit. I know how to find out. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to go use my other phone to go on here and see. I think we were talking about Marco and Lucas. It's still hot. Hold on. Hey, how you doing? Hold on, y'all. I'm about to see. I'm about to log in on my other phone. Yeah, it's hot. It's real hot, too. I mean, I guess it's kind of a good thing if it lets you know that it's overheating and stuff like that, but guess I'm gonna just have to wing it because this won't load. Let me see. Everything tripping. General Hospital. Hold on, y'all. It's showing an ad. Skip ad. Let me see. I think I paused it. What the freak? I think it's unpaused now. Hello? Hello? Let me know if y'all can hear me in the comments because this still ain't working. Let me see. See, every time I try to go live, always something. Powered by StreamYard. I'm gonna just have to. Hopefully y'all can hear me because it won't work. But we was talking about Marco and Lucas. Hold on, y'all. Make sure this ain't connected again. I think we pretty much covered Marco and Lucas. I think they made a date. Did they make a date? I think they agreed to a date or something. But Lucas wants Marco's side of the story. He was like, before he judged, he wanted to know everything. That's when he was basically saying that him and his father wasn't even closer to, the whole situation with his mama happened and stuff like that. And he was just like, I don't know yet. I don't know about Marco yet. We'll see how everything goes with him. But I feel suspicious of him, like I be with everybody. But with Isaiah, Jordan, and Anna, she basically ended things with him. Because she's trying to do the job with Siwa and she gonna get caught. And Anna ends up figuring out, what she got going on and stuff like that. And that's why she did the whole little scene with Laura or whatever. And I said, look, I said, they gonna get caught slipping. I'm ready for it though. I'm ready for Siwa to reveal his big plan. Hopefully, it be at the nurses' ball next month or in a few weeks because it's May next week. But yeah, who else we got? Alexis, this is what I was talking about right here. Alexis, I'm glad Messi let Natalia go. Even Sunny. Hold on, let me scroll. Even Sunny. Look, messing up stuff again. I'm glad Natalia let Natalia go. Even Sunny agreed. It was the right thing to do. Yep. I was reading people comments. What did they say? They said they feel like now Natalia's gonna try to go after Sunny. I said she already don't sit up here and told. I said, what else did he reveal to her? I don't think he did nothing else, did he? I know she helped cover for Christina. I said at this point, Christina just got to go where she got to go. At this point, I was trying to remember. I know she know that she was driving and I think she wrecked into her or something happened. She knew about the heart condition. Does she know anything else? Because people are talking about she's gonna not blackmail. She's gonna seek revenge on him. And I said, at this point, everybody in the town after Sunny, Sunny and Christina, at this point. But yeah, he called Alexis first, and he was saying something about, the fact that they ain't trying to hire Marco, his son, no more because of his connection to him and stuff, and trying to convince her to hire him or whatever. So she was like, she can't talk about this right now. How you feel don't matter. It has nothing to do with the job and stuff like that, or whether or not he gets the job. So then he decides to pop up. And not only did he pop up, he wouldn't leave. I was like, yeah, all y'all need security at this point because this man is making his mark and ain't no telling how many connections he has in that town. But yeah, so she told him that how he feel and the fact that he trying to explain that my son would never do anything illegal. Ain't that the first thing people say? I've never. Ain't that what you said when he came to town? I'm a legitimate businessman. Whatever he said. I said, really? But yeah, I say that the same thing you said, and Marco was saying the same thing. He don't even know. I don't even have no idea, what his father got going. I said, that's the biggest. You sit up here and tell, come on now. I know sometimes you can't, it's certain situations where you really be, what they say, oblivious to the truth and stuff like that, but I guarantee he knows something. If he don't, he funny. But yeah, so after she told him that, he still wouldn't leave. So look, Alexis so scared. So she don't have her sister in there yelling, trying to get Sewell out, and he still won't go. And that's why I thought the whole knife situation was gonna come in. I about said, look, Alexa, at this point, Ava blackmail you, Sewell blackmail you, but now he got to actually do something with the doggone knife first. That's why he had to. I said he been playing this for a while, hasn't he? The fact that he took that doggone handkerchief or whatever and wiped it off or whatever, not wiped it off, but grabbed it so his fingerprints wouldn't be on it. I was like, Lisa, Lisa stay in jail. She stay getting arrested, don't she? Who else we got? I think the last people is Carly now. Yeah, Carly, Sonny, Jason. I think first it was Carly and Sonny. She ends up telling him, she going to Los Angeles to help him. He trying to convince her not to do it or whatever. And I think by the end of their scene or conversation, she's still supposed to be going. So I wonder how the nurse lady, I don't know if Carly stepped out or what. I think they was talking about Natalia, and they also was, trying to come up with an excuse for why she going there with him and stuff like that. And he ended up, what is that? Oh, Lord. That scared me. Is that, I think that's Ladybug. What is that? It's on the window. Scared me or something. That's so dramatic. Oh, no, that's a ladybug. That's a big ladybug. What the freak? It's just crawling up. It's going on. Where it go? Is that a ladybug? He ain't got no little dots. I'll get sidetracked. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Yeah, she ended up saying she was gonna go. Jason ends up stopping by. She was asking him why he didn't tell about Sonny's condition, and he was like, I said, they can't trust. Look, they ain't been sharing a lot. He been more so with Anna and now Sasha than he been with them. But yeah, she was questioning him about why he didn't tell her about, Sonny's condition. He was like, first he said, because Sonny didn't want anybody to know and stuff like that. Then she was like, that's never stopped you before. And she was like, is it because of Brandon? Yeah. But he was like, no, it's not that and all this other stuff. You said you was out and all this stuff. He brought up, the Nina situation and everything. And yeah, they was just talking about that, but she ends up telling that, she going with Sonny or whatever, and he told her that's a good thing. I think that was everything, y'all. I don't know. Hold on. But I said for me, I think the highlight was the fact, or not the highlight, I don't know why I always say that, but it's the fact that Natalia thought, how he owe you loyalty? He don't even know that you betrayed. Oh, that's what they was talking about, Jason and Carly. They was talking about Natalia, and that's when they was like, you can bet that basically Natalia's gonna tell Sewell. I said, exactly. She didn't even know. Sonny could have been easily told them, you know what, that shouldn't have nothing to do with it or whatever. She didn't know what he was gonna say. She already told. They ain't gonna tell him, where's your loyalty? Girl, please. And I still ain't. What's Blaze's real name? I think they said on today's new episode, and he confirmed that he's not Blaze's daddy or whatever. That she was married before. She was married not before. I think he said she was, either way it goes, she was married. I don't know. But yeah, what is her real name? What Allie. Ain't it Allie? Yeah. But yeah, I think that's it, y'all. That's it. I don't know if should I go? I don't know if I'm gonna go live for the Bold and Beautiful. Didn't nothing. I be wanting to know y'all opinion on certain stuff though. But nothing happened on the Bold and Beautiful really. Same old same. I don't think I'm gonna go live for that. But yeah, that's the end of this review, y'all. Look, it lasts longer when you go live. We had 23 minutes, but that's probably because it froze. Well, it turned off because of the heat. But I don't know. But yeah, that's all, y'all. Let me know what y'all thought of the episode down below. Thank y'all for y'all support and all that good stuff. I hope y'all have a great rest of the day. Look, I forgot my ending again, y'all. What did I be saying? I don't know. I can't think of it right now. But yeah, I hope y'all have a great rest of the day. Be safe until next time. Deuces.